Reunions and everything, it was a lot of food, it was a lot of food. And I found the truth that took on a whole new family. And just like that, they all faded away. Found myself lonely. I lost a lot of family and friends along the journey. Cause they all chose the world and not eternity.
Give everybody a chance to get up in here.
I've met a lot of people in this journey.
We right on time. We too far behind time. Right on time. Full tribe in the building. Shabbat shalom, my sister. Shabbat shalom, y'all. Yeah, make sure that sound good on this.
Of the ones in this truth and doing the Father's will. I really get that, I get that. But it's so hard to get everybody on the same page. We disagree with each other.
I want to beat me on yeah, that's fine. Yeah, shoot the shit out of everybody on there.
So narrow, so narrow. Really going this way. It's the one going this way. The road is getting narrow, so narrow. There's only a few really going this way. There's only a few really going this way.
I'm scared to mess. I remember that thing all. No, I'm scared to mess with it. I don't want to mess it up. Let's take this in real quick.
I'm still on the narrow road. However, the Father's guided me. You know what I'm saying? I love my people. I don't understand why we just can't come together. You know, you got people on different doctrines. You know, want to do different things. You know, the road's narrow. Shai said that. So I take it for his word. See what he's talking about next. This road's
narrow. All right. Happy Sabbath, Shabbat Shalom, my family. I see the people checking in on the YouTube live, checking in on the Facebook live. Happy Sabbath to all our brothers and sisters. All praise, honor, and great glory is unto our power. The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, we salute you. I got the young lions that are 10 toes down, feet on the ground. Got a one, brother. It's your boy T Boogie, better known as Terror Israel. We coming to you tonight with another lesson that the Most High has called us to put together. I'm gonna let the young lion give you the title of the lesson.
And the title of the lesson tonight, well, first of all, I want to say all praises to the Most High and His only begotten Son.
All praises, long live the King.
And second of all, I want to say rest in peace.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, to our sister Joe Morgan.
Most definitely, bro.
And like I say in the comments on the YouTube, we got another good one for y'all tonight. And the title of it is, if you are in bed with wickedness, you will partake of the Most High's punishment.
That's right.
Or judgment. That's
right. So like the young brother said, there's been a whole lot going on in Israel, man, which is always something going on in Israel. Right. But we had a young sister, Joy Morgan, you know what I'm saying, was murdered by an Israelite brother in the camp that she was attending over there in London, England.
I think he was a Hamite.
He was a Hamite?
That's what they were saying.
Okay. So young sisters, you know, was murdered. They were looking for her for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? They found a body. So Shout out to the young lion for the lesson the series he did about the overseers examining themselves. Another shout out to the Brews up in STL, Malachi, Maccabees, and our brother Zephaniah, Nehemiah, Israel. Yeah, on that lesson they did about having judgment in the gates.
Right.
And us being vanguards and watching over these daughters of Zion.
Yeah, that was a well-needed foot in the rear end, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well needed.
So, the lesson we're going to do tonight is kind of like I told you last week. It's kind of piggybacking on what the young lion did, but it's also appropriate, kind of telling on what the brothers did up in STL. Yeah. But one thing that ain't too many people talked about, bro. Anytime some wickedness going on, it's more than one person know what's going on.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It was some brews up there that knew what happened to that sister. It was some brews that knew they should have been looking for that sister. It was some brews that should have been knocking on some doors and rattling some chains. Yeah. But you know why they didn't do it? Because they was in bed with wickedness. They was in bed with the wickedness. And we're going to show you through the reading of the scriptures and some definition tonight, you can be in bed with wickedness just by standing on the sideline doing nothing. We didn't touch on it a little bit here and there, but we're going to dig deep into it tonight because, see, I'm going to tell you something. I don't like to quote the heathen, but the heathen said this heathen last name was Bert. He said all it takes for wicked to prosper is for good men to stand by and do nothing. Ooh. You see what I'm saying? You standing by doing nothing is evil and wicked. Yeah. Because you perverting judgment and you standing in agreement with the sinner, with the transgressor. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Young lad, I want you to read some stuff. Now, I want y'all brothers and sisters now, before we get into your script, I want you to read something. And I want you to understand what this young brother's going to read because I'm telling you something now, brothers and sisters. In this late hour, the games is over with. Pity pat, sitting on your hands, twiddling your thumbs, standing on the sideline is over with. Yeah. When you see some injustice, unrighteous going on, you better do something. You better say something. Because we finna read, even in the laws of the land, when you know something going on. We're gonna read a couple of definitions of these words. One is collusion, the other is complicit, and the other is abetting. Now I want you to read them definitions, bro. Read all what you see right there. Y'all want y'all listen to this real good.
Collusion. Dictionary result for collusion.
Yeah, collusion.
A noun. It says secret or illegal cooperation or conspiracy.
A secret or illegal cooperation or conspiracy. And we're going to read over in this book where it said there's a conspiracy amongst our prophets. Huh? Go ahead and read.
Especially in order to cheat or deceive others.
So somebody knew what was going on. Just like somebody know what all this wickedness going on in these camps. Somebody know what's going on. Because I done had people tell me, yeah, I know what's going on, bro, but I just mind my business, just come get the word and I'm going back home.
Nah, it ain't no gray area with the Most High.
No.
Like you either on one side or you the other. You can't play in the gray area. You can't play in the, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me area.
Right.
Or, well, I just, I ain't gonna say nothing because
you can't do that.
You can't do that.
No. Judgment calls for you to pick a side.
Yeah.
You either gonna stand on the side of the righteous or the wicked. When you stand by and do nothing, you on the wicked side because you ain't judging rightly. But go ahead, bro.
It says this is the example in a sentence. The armed forces were working in collusion with drug trafficking.
And we know that go on in our country every day. Yeah. A false war on drugs. Mm-hmm. But go ahead.
Synonyms: conspiracy, connivance,
conveyance,
mm-hmm. Complicity,
complicit,
intrigue,
mm-hmm. plotting,
secret, understanding,
yeah,
collaboration.
So when you in collusion, you understand that there's wrong going on, but you choose to do nothing. You choose to say nothing. You choose not to bring it to the leaders or the elders' attention. Go ahead and read.
Complicit.
When you complicit, what do it mean when you complicit, bro?
It's an adjective.
So it's an action. Go ahead.
An adjective. It describes.
I mean, it describes, right?
Involved with others.
So you involved with others in what?
In an illegal activity.
Doing. So when you involved with others in illegal activity, you guilty. And the law must be rendered down. The judgment must be rendered down. But go ahead.
This is the example in the sentence. All of these people are complicit in some criminal conspiracy.
In a what?
In some criminal.
In a criminal. So you can't be complicit without sharing some of the blame and some of the judgment that's going to come down. What's the last?
The last one is abet.
So that's when they say you aiding and abetting. That's a legal term as well. They say you aiding and abetting. And when you when they say, conspiracy to commit murder, the one that did the conspiring or thought up the plot to kill get more time than the one that actually pulled the trigger. Go ahead and read.
Verb. It is a verb.
Okay.
Gerund. What's this?
You see it. Yeah.
Gerund.
Jernard. I mean, Jernard. Jeroen.
Jeroen. Present participle. Abetting.
Abetting. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Encourage or assist someone to do something wrong, in particular to commit a crime or other offense.
So you helping them commit the crime. We done got the noun, we got the adjective, now we got the verb. So all these things you doing, you will not be held guilty. All these things that you see going on in your camp, all these things you see going on in your assembly, and you ain't saying and doing nothing, you're going to be held accountable for. So you can sit on your hands and sit on the sideline all you want to. You still going to partake of the Most High's punishment. Finish it out, bro.
This is the example in the Senate.
He
was not guilty of murder, but was guilty of aiding and abetting others. Synonyms: assist.
You assisted in the murder.
Aid.
Aided in the murder.
Help.
Helped in the murder.
Lend a hand.
You lent a hand in the murder.
Support.
You supported the one that committed the murder.
Back.
You bagged him up.
Encourage.
You encouraged him to continue in the wrongdoing.
Encourage or assist someone to commit a crime.
Encourage or assist someone to commit a crime.
So even to be in the spirit of, yeah, brother, go ahead.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Exactly, bro.
Oh, yeah, so we gonna do this so the congregation won't find out.
Right.
Yeah, bro, we need to go and do it.
Yeah. Oh, we ain't gonna teach that because we don't think the people will be able to understand it.
Well, and if that's the case, that's your fault. That says more about you as a teacher.
Yeah.
Especially if these people have been sitting up under you for 10 plus years.
Right.
And you claiming I ain't ready for certain things in the scripture.
Right.
You ain't getting them ready.
Well, brother, I know you went over that woman. I ain't gonna say nothing. I know you running through the daughters of Zion, and I know you married and everything, and you done slept with 3 or 4 women in the congregation, but we just gonna sweep that under the rug.
Yeah.
If you in bed with wickedness, you will partake of the Most High punishment.
And then you look up them same Negroes that's running through the sisters, standing up behind the rostrum or teaching on the Shabbat.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. And where the stand-up brews at? That's my question. Like this sister and all the other wickedness we see. Where the stand-up brews at that's gonna stand for the law?
Right.
No matter what. No matter being ostracized, being kicked out, no matter what, where the stand-up brews at? Because the punishment is coming. And we're gonna read it. But let's get to these scriptures, young bro. Let's go to the first place, Hosea the 4th. Hosea the 4th. And we're going to pick it up at verse 1. We're going to read verses 1 through 11, brother. Because when you're in bed with wickedness, it's got the judgment got to come, bro. But go ahead and read.
And make sure, hey, can y'all hear us on the platforms? Put a 7 on the YouTube and then the Facebook.
And
we can be heard.
There you go, bro. Appreciate that. Before we get started, like the young bro said, if you can hear somebody on Facebook put a 7 up, somebody on YouTube put it, well, I see you, Water P. Somebody on Facebook help us out with that 7. If y'all can hear us on Facebook.
All right, we good. We good.
I ain't seen anybody put no 7 up on Facebook. But I see some people signed in on there. Albert Holman, Shabbat Shalom. Cheryl Butler, Shabbat Shalom. Full Tribe. Bataya Cheryl, Shabbat Shalom. I need to scroll down there. Oh, yeah, they put it in there. My boy Solomon McAllister, Shabbat Shalom. Sister Linda Tillman, Shabbat Shalom. All right, let's get started, bro. Hit that first script, Hosea the 4th, verse 1. What does it say?
Hear the word of the Lord. Ye children of Israel.
So it's an in-house lesson going on right here. Ye children of Israel. Go ahead.
For the land had the controversy with the inhabitants of the land. For the Lord had the controversy.
Yes, sir. There you go.
With the inhabitants of the land.
Why?
Because there is no truth.
Because there is no truth.
Nor mercy.
No mercy.
Nor knowledge.
No knowledge.
Of God in the land.
And see, this is what I'm saying. Where the judgment at? Where is the ones to stand up, Hebrews and Shebrews, standing up for the righteousness? Go ahead, brother.
By swearing and lying.
By what?
Swearing and lying.
Go ahead.
And killing.
And what?
And killing.
And killing.
And stealing.
And
committing adultery. They break out.
They break out.
And blood touches blood.
And Israel buck wild right now. I just seen on Facebook right before we got on the air, bro, another Hebrew sister out there in Phoenix just got blasted in the face. Where the brothers at? Where the vanguards of the nation at? And you brothers that's knowing these brothers that's running through these sisters in these camps and these assemblies, where you at?
Right. That's why they talk so bad about us, though.
That's it. Exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like my brother said in his lesson yesterday, Mac would be like, they don't feel protected around us.
No, they don't.
You know what I'm saying? You would straight up let a heathen call a black woman a B in public.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But let one of your brothers barely bump into you. Oh, you ready to
kill them?
And you won't say nothing to that heathen.
Right. Won't say none of that. Hey, man, like the brother said, he said it, man, and had me marinating this morning when I was getting ready for work. That Sunday Christian thing is out the door. Y'all want to holler about y'all order McKel's deck, this, that, and the third. Where your swords at?
Right.
Why we ain't clicking up tight and standing for the nation? Go ahead and read, bro.
Right. It says, therefore shall the land mourn.
Therefore shall the land mourn.
And everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish.
Uh-oh. Everybody go get it. Everybody go get it. Because blood touching blood, you lying, murdering, and swearing. Therefore, everybody gonna get it. Go ahead and read.
With the beasts of the field. And with the fowls of heaven.
Go ahead, brother.
Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken.
So you even calling the land and the animals to perish because there is no judgment in the land. But go ahead and read.
Verse 4, yet let no man strive, nor prove another.
Why?
For thy people are as they strive with the priest.
He said, hey, man, don't look. Don't even worry about it. Yeah. Don't even get into it. Because, hey, it's just like them striving with the priest. They ain't listening.
Right.
But go ahead, bro. You got something to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is a point our people were striving with the priests.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we had laws telling us we supposed to submit ourselves to the priest. So if they striving with the priest, ain't no need for a common man trying to correct nothing.
Exactly.
Look, they ain't listening. They
ain't listening.
Right. But yeah, that's all I had.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 5. Therefore shalt thou fall in the day.
In the day?
And the prophet shall fall with thee.
Yes, sir. Night. Go ahead.
And I will destroy thy mother.
He gonna destroy the whole nation. Go ahead.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
What?
I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me.
Go ahead, brother.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
I will also forget thy children.
Did y'all hear that? He said, seeing that you done rejected knowledge, I'm going to reject you. He said, but also, I'm going to forget about your children. Now, the owner, creator, and possessor of all things just said, now that he going to not only reject you, but he ain't going to think about your children. That's a bad situation to be in. So, continue to read, my brother.
Verse 7. As they will increase,
so
they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame.
It tell you over there Deuteronomy, just Ron wax fat.
Yeah.
So he done blessed you and got you all this stuff, and to you elders. And I'm speaking to one particular, them boys in purple, the elders in purple. Y'all done wax fat. You done kicked. You done forgot. You done got heady and high mind. You done forgot. He said, so they increased, so they sinned against me. I heard the elder on YouTube talking about some of these brothers need to die just because they ain't rolling with them. Came out his own mouth. Some of you niggas need to die.
Yeah. Then he said, any woman that don't obey leadership need to die.
Sure did.
And that sister came up dead.
So y'all done wax fat and kick.
Come on, man.
So hey, get ready, cause the hammer gonna fall. But go ahead and read, bro.
They eat up the sin of my people.
They eat up the sin. They feeding on the sin of these people, man. What's making it feel good and sound good, that's what they go at you on. They eat up the sin of my people. Go ahead and read.
And they set their heart on their iniquity.
And they looking to see where your weak point is so they can manipulate that. This young sister, man, trying to follow the Most High God, and they use the scriptures to fool you and deceive you. Go ahead, brother.
And there shall be like people, like priests.
And it's going to be people like priests.
And I will punish them for their ways and reward them for their doing.
He said, and the people like priests, you so-called leaders and elders, you brothers that's twisting the script and running through the daughters of Zion, taking the donations and the fee money so you can live long. He said, I'm watching you. I'm looking at you. I'm peeping your game. Go ahead, bro.
For they shall eat and not have enough.
Go ahead.
They shall commit whoredom and shall not increase. Because they have left off to take heed to the Lord.
Hey, because you done left off. You done left your first love.
Yeah.
You done forgot about your first works. You done made it all about you. You done made it all about the camp. You done made it all about the assembly and not about the Most High God. Right. See, Yod Wav, he is the reason for all of this. Not so you can be lifted up and looked at a certain way that you can manipulate the people. No, that's not what this is for, bro. I'm sorry. Let's go to the next place. You'll be finished there, my brother.
Just verse 11.
Go ahead.
Whoredom and wine and new wine take away the heart.
Hey, whoredom and wine and new wine is that false doctrine. It's that camp doctrine. It take away your mind. Whoredom and wine and new wine take away the heart. So you got to be walking circumspectly. And brothers and sisters, y'all got to have y'all facing these scripts as well every day. You got to be praying and fasting all the time so you don't get tripped up, so you don't slip up and become part of the ones that's doing this wickedness. Let's go to the next place, young bro. Let's go to Exodus. Exodus to 23.
I appreciate you posting the scripts all about y'all.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure, appreciate that, brother. Help your brothers out every chance you get. For real. Hey, putting in work, man.
All praise.
All praise. Hey, go to Exodus 23. We're going to read verses 1 and 2. Then we're going to skip down and read verse 7, my brother. Exodus 1 and 2. Then we're going to skip down and read verse 7 because the wicked will not be justified. Go ahead and read.
Thou shalt not raise a false report. Nor put thy hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness.
And see, some of y'all brothers knew what happened to their sister. 2 months. 2 months. Some of y'all brothers and y'all elders knew what was going on, but you put your hand with the wicked. You put your hand with the wicked.
Yeah. All about you. I said, I'm a see. I knew that shit.
Well, see, your brother didn't know, so I apologize. Sincerely apologize, my beloved sister. My key, listen, forgive your brother. I apologize. But hey, appreciate what you're doing, what you do. For sure. But hey, Read that again, brother.
All right. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness.
Hey, that's collusion, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's being complicit. That's aiding and abetting.
Yeah.
That's what y'all doing. You putting your hand with the wicked. You see wickedness going on and you ain't saying nothing. And to my brothers and sisters, I hate to beat a dead horse, but I got to go there. To my brothers and sisters in Memphis, Tennessee, at the camp we were formerly affiliated with, I'm going to say it again. Y'all know what's been going on up in that camp.
Since before we start coming.
Y'all know what's been going on, and y'all know what's still going on.
Hey,
you in collusion.
Y'all know who the ringleader.
Look, you in collusion, you being complicit, and you aiding and abetting. So when the punishment come down, don't get the monkey mouth then.
Right.
Don't kick the monkey mouth then. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all going through these scriptures with us. Y'all gonna see. Go ahead and read, my young brother.
Verse 2.
Yea.
Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
Thou shalt not follow a camp or assembly to do evil. Go ahead and read.
Neither shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many to rest or twist judgment.
Yes, sir. Skip down to verse 7.
Verse 7. Keep thee far from a false matter.
Go ahead.
And the innocent and righteous slay thou not.
Yes, sir.
For I will not justify the wicked.
For I will not justify the wicked. Keep thee far from a false matter. Don't be striking hand with these jokers, man. They got y'all hoodwinked, y'all fool, bamboozled. Keep thee far. Pistol Pete in the building. Keep thee far from a false matter. You hear me?
Right.
Because guess what? You get close to that fire, you gonna get burned.
You won't justify the wicked.
He said, ain't justifying the wicked.
Even though they might walk around and justify themselves.
Right. Don't
think that that's the most high justifying.
No,
partner. The book gonna stop.
Yes, sir.
At some point. If repentance
there you go.
Is not in order.
Look, like he did that 3-part series on Overseas. What'd you say? Your judge can be final.
Can be final, but
not immediate. Hey,
see what I'm saying?
We gonna read that Psalm 50. He said, because I didn't answer you speaking. Yeah. You thought all together that was as one of you. Yeah. But he gonna straighten it out. Let's keep going, brother. Let's keep going. Let's go look at a couple of examples of this. Okay. Let's go to Judges, the 19. We're gonna do a little reading here. Judges, the 19. We're gonna pick it up. We're gonna pick it up at verse 1, brother. We're gonna read 1 through 4 for all about y'all who posting the scripture. Sister, we're gonna read 1 through 4. We're gonna skip and go to 9 through 14. Then we're gonna go 16 through 20. Then we're gonna read 22 through 30. Because this is what happened when you defend wickedness. It's a whole lot of what they call it when I was in the service, they call collateral damage. Mm-hmm. What collateral damage is you drop a bomb trying to kill a certain person or a certain area, but the people around you get hurt. Right. So you're finna see a whole lot of collateral damage finna happen from a few jokers standing up for wickedness. You understand what I'm saying? So much so now that the whole tribe of Benjamin, the male, was almost wiped out. Collateral damage. So get away from that. He said, keep far from a false matter, didn't he? So you don't want to be around when the bombs get to drop, when the sword club comes. Go ahead and read, bro. You got something you want to say? Go ahead and read.
And it came to pass in those days when there was no king in Israel. There was a certain Levite sojourning on the side of Mount Ephraim who took him a concubine out of Bethlehem, Judah.
Go ahead.
And his concubine played the whore against him.
See, now she got a judgment coming, but go ahead and read.
And went away from him unto her father's house to Bethlehem, Judah.
Right.
And was there 4 whole months.
Go ahead, brother.
And her husband arose and went after her to speak friendly unto her and to bring her again, having his servant with him and a couple of asses.
Go ahead.
And she brought him into her father's house.
Yeah.
And when the father of the damsel saw him, he rejoiced to meet him.
So, hey, This is even representative of Jesus and Israel. Jesus is chasing after his bride. Jesus is chasing after his woman, which is Israel. But guess what? It's going to be some judgment come down still. We finna see. Go ahead, because he said he of the house of Levi, right? So he a priest, right?
Right.
He said he gave that to the judgment to their hand, didn't he? Go ahead and read, brother.
And his father-in-law, the damsel's father, retained him, and he abode with him 3 days.
Okay, go ahead.
So they did eat and drink and lodge.
Skip down, brother, to verse 9 for the sake of time. We ain't gonna read all this. We got a lot of reading, but we ain't gonna read all of it. Go ahead. Skip down to verse 9. What do it say?
And when the man rose up to depart, he and his concubine and his servant and his father-in-law, the damsel's father, said unto him, Behold, now the day draweth toward evening. I pray you tarry all night.
Yes, sir.
Behold, the day groweth to an end. Lodge here, that thine heart may be merry.
Go ahead, brother.
And tomorrow get you early on your way, that thou mayest go home. But the man would not tarry that night, but he rose up and departed and came over against Jebus, which is Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
And there were with him 2 asses saddled. His concubine also was with him.
Go ahead, brother.
And when they were by Jebus, the day was far spent, and the servant said unto his master, Come, I pray thee, and let us turn into this city of the Jebusites and lodge in it.
So this man is on the travel, but going back home. He went and got his concubine. He got his servant with him, and they on a journey going back home. But the night started falling on, so they said they're gonna turn into this city and lodge there for the night. Go ahead and read.
His master said unto him, We will not turn aside hither into the city of a stranger,
that
it is not of the children of Israel.
Go ahead, brother.
We will pass over to Gibeah. And he said unto his servant, Come and let us draw near to one of these places to lodge all night in Gibeah or Ramah.
Ramah. Go ahead, read that 14.
And they passed on and went their way, and the sun went down upon them. And when they were by Gibeah, which belonged to Benjamin.
Which belonged to who?
Benjamin.
So this is a city of the Benjamites. This is one of their brothers. This they quote unquote family. They're gonna turn into this city. They're gonna lodge there. Skip down to verse 16 and continue on.
And behold, there came an old man from his work out of the field at evening, which was also of Mount Ephraim.
Go ahead.
And he sojourned in Gibeah. But the men of the place were Benjamites.
So he was an Ephraimite, but he was living in the land of Benjamin. Go ahead and read.
And when he had lifted up his eyes, he saw a wayfaring man in the street of the city. And the old man said, Whither goest thou? Whence comest thou?
Go ahead.
And he said unto him, We are passing from Bethlehem, Judah, towards the side of Mount Ephraim. From thence am I.
Okay.
And I went to Bethlehem, Judah, but I am now going to the house of the Lord. And there is no man that receiveth me to house. Because
it was a custom amongst Israel that when a brother was sojourning amongst your land, that it was customary that you invite him into his house and let him stay in your house. And but once you come under that man's house, you under his protection and his guard until you leave his house. But continue to read.
Verse 19.
Go ahead.
Yet there is both straw and provender for our asses, and there is bread and wine also for me. And for thy handmaid and for the young man which is with thy servant, there is no want of anything.
Go ahead, brother.
And the old man said, Peace be with thee. Howsoever, let all thy wants lie upon me, only lodge not in the street.
Now, skip down to verse 22. He said he don't want him sleeping in the street. So he's going to take him into his house. Now, listen what happened.
Verse 22. Now, as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Belial,
certain sons of the devil. Go ahead and read.
But set the house round about and beat at the door, and spake to the master of the house, the old man, saying, Bring forth the man that came into the house, that we may know him. Now,
here goes some what we call booty bandits.
Right.
They want the man. They seen the man going into the old man. They bring him out, just like them jokers of Sodom and Gomorrah did. Bring him out and let us so we can lay with him, so we can know him. Booty bandits, buttocks burglars. Go ahead and read.
Verse 23, and the man, the master of the house, went out unto them and said unto them, Nay, my brethren, nay, I pray you, do not so wickedly, seeing that this man is coming to mine house, do not despise it.
Right. Same thing Lot did, wasn't it? Go ahead, brother.
Behold, here's my daughter, a maiden, and his concubine, Them will I bring out now and humble ye them, and do with them what seemeth good unto you.
Right.
But unto this man do not so a vile thing.
So he said, hey man, I give you my daughter and this man concubine. Don't do this vile thing, even though it was still wrong for them to even be doing that. But he rather, I can hate to say the term lesser of two evils.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But he said, hey, do that. Shalom to all the brothers and sisters checking in. There's a lot of people checking in on Facebook tonight, bro. Happy Sabbath, Shabbat Shalom to all our brothers and sisters. But continue to read.
Verse 24, but now verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
But the men would not hearken to him. So the man took his concubine and brought her forth unto them, and they knew her and abused her all night until the morning.
They did what?
Abused her all night until the morning.
There's a scripture in Tobit said, hey, when you married it, the woman told Tobias, don't entreat my daughter with evil.
Right.
So what a vanguard of the nation. Now I got a problem with this brother just throwing his concubine out there. You understand what I'm saying? I got a problem with that. I don't understand that. He just threw the gal out there and they abused her all night long. Gang raped.
Yeah.
She was gang raped. Go ahead and read.
And when the day began to spring, they let her go. Then came the woman in dawning of the day and fell down at the door of the man's house where her Lord was till it was light.
Go ahead, brother.
And her Lord rose up in the morning and opened the door of the house and went out to go his way, and behold, the woman his concubine was fallen down at the door of the house, and her hands were upon the threshold.
Go ahead.
And he said unto her, Up, and let us be going. But none answered. Then the man took her up upon the ass, and the man rose up and got him unto his place.
So he back at home now, but go ahead. Look at what he do.
And when he was coming to his house, he took a knife and laid hold on his concubine and divided her together with her bones into 12 pieces and sent her into all the coast of Israel.
So, hey, that land is defiled now. She dead and the land is defiled. That land is polluted. He said, if a woman leaves and go and lay with another man, shall that man receive that woman back? He said, no, that land is greatly polluted. Think that's in Ezekiel, ain't it, brother? Yeah. Jeremiah. So, hey, so now this woman dead. So he take her body and he slice it and dice it and cut it in 12 parts, and he sends it out to all the 12 tribes or the 12 regions of Israel. But go ahead and read.
And it was so that all that saw it said there was no such deed done, nor seen from the day that the children of Israel came up out of the land of Egypt unto this day. Consider it, take advice, and speak your mind.
So now everybody like, man, what is going on? What's the deal? We need to speak and see what's going on with this. So we're gonna roll right on into chapter 20, and we're gonna pick it up at the 1, TJ. What do we? We're gonna read 1 through 14. Then we're gonna skip down and read 28 through 35. Then we're gonna skip down and read 41 through 48. But pick it up at the 1. What do it say?
Then all the children of Israel went out, and the congregation was gathered together as one man.
So they are the same man. Go ahead and read.
From Dan even to Beersheba.
Yeah.
With the land of Gilead unto the Lord in Mishpeh.
Go ahead.
And the chief of all the people, even all the tribes of Israel, presented themselves in the assembly of the people.
So the elders are standing up. The elders wanting to know what the hell is going on. What done brought this folly down on us? The elders, the leaders. Go ahead and read.
400,000 footmen that drew swords.
Yes, sir. They strapped up. They ain't sitting back waiting on the police either. They ain't sitting back waiting on nobody to go take care of this business.
Right.
They finna go take care of this business themselves. Them men. Hey, man. This what it's got to be. Go ahead and read.
Verse 4. No, verse 3. I'm sorry. Now the children of Benjamin heard that the children of Israel were gone up to Mishpeh. Then said the children of Israel, tell us, how was this wicked?
Yes, sir.
And the Levite, the husband of the woman that was slain, answered and said, I came into Gibeah that belongeth to Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
I and my concubines to lodge. And the men of Gibeah rose against me, and beset the house round about upon me by night, and thought to have slain me. And my concubine have they forced that she is dead.
See, now the story been told. Now somebody got to pay. Go ahead and read.
And I took my concubine and cut her in pieces, and sent her throughout all the country of the inheritance of Israel, for they have committed lewdness and folly in Israel.
They have committed lewdness and folly in Israel. So when you committing lewdness and folly, guess what? Then you got to be called to the carpet. See, now some right judgment got to come down. But go ahead and read, brother.
Verse 7.
Go ahead.
Behold, ye are all children of Israel. Give her your advice and counsel. And all the people arose as one man, saying, we will not of any of us go to his tent, neither will any of us turn into his house.
Why?
But now this shall be the thing which we will do to Gibeah.
To who? To Gibeah. So they finna go, they say, ain't nobody going home. Ain't nobody finna return to their family. We finna set the record straight. We finna take care of this business. But go ahead and read.
And we will go up by lot against it. We will take 10 men of 100 throughout all the tribes of Israel.
Go ahead.
And 100 of 1,000, and 1,000 out of 10,000 to fetch victual for the people, that they may do. And when they come to Gibeah of Benjamin, according to all the folly that they have wrought in Israel, so all the men of Israel were gathered together against the city, knit together as one man.
So hey, it's just like you say, man, they done posseed up now. They're like, man, this ain't, we ain't finna let this slide. We ain't finna let this go on. Somebody gonna answer for this. Go ahead and read.
Verse 12. And the tribes of Israel sent men throughout all the tribe of Benjamin, saying, what wickedness is this that is done among you?
Go ahead, brother.
Now therefore deliver us the men, the children of Belial, which are in Gibeah, that we may put them to death.
Yes, sir.
Evil from Israel.
Go ahead.
But the children of Benjamin would not hearken to the voice of their brethren, the children of Israel.
Did you hear that? Now they say, hey, man, we coming up here to set the record straight. We want them dudes that did this, that wrought this folly in Israel. But Benjamin said, we ain't giving y'all nothing. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing to none of our brothers. Look what's finna happen. Go ahead and read.
But the children of Benjamin gathered themselves together out of the cities unto Gibeah to go out to battle against the children of Israel.
Okay, so now they standing up for wrong now. They standing up for wickedness now. They done struck hands with them brothers that done wrought this folly in our nation.
Right. And it's Israel fighting with Israel.
It's Israel going against Israel now. And these jokers said, no, man, we finna see what happened. Skip down, brother. Skip down to verse 28 and continue to read.
All right. And Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, stood before it in those days, saying, shall I yet again go out to battle against the children of Benjamin, my brother?
Yea.
Or shall I cease?
Go ahead.
And the Lord said, go up, for tomorrow I will deliver them into thine hand.
So they've been having these little skirmishes, but Benjamin been getting out. And he said, hey, man, do I need to go back up again? Lord said, go ahead and go up. I got you this time. Go ahead.
And Israel set liars
in wait.
Liars in wait round about Gibeah.
Yes, sir.
And the children of Israel went up against the children of Benjamin on the third day.
Yea.
And put themselves in array against Gibeah as at other time. And the children of Benjamin went out against the people and were drawn away from the city.
What happened?
And they began to smite of the people and kill as at other times in the highway.
Go ahead, brother.
Of which one goeth up to the house of God, and the other to Gibeah in the field, about 30 men of Israel.
Continue to read.
And the children of Benjamin said, they are smitten down before us as at the first. But the children of Israel said, let us flee and draw them from the city unto the highway.
Go ahead.
And all the men of Israel rose up out of their place and put themselves in array at Baal Tamar. And the liars in the way of Israel came forth out of their places, even out of the meadows of Gibeah.
Go ahead, brother.
And there came against Gibeah 10,000 chosen men out of all of Israel, and the battle was sore. But they knew not that evil was near them.
Go ahead.
And the Lord smote Benjamin before Israel.
And who smote Benjamin?
The Lord.
And the Lord, Yahweh, smote Benjamin before Israel. Go ahead and read.
And the children of Israel destroyed of the Benjamites that day 25,000 and 100 men. All these drew the sword.
Go ahead. Now skip down. There's 25,000 down, right? Skip down and read. Start at 41. What do it say?
And when the men of Israel turned again, the men of Benjamin were amazed, for they saw that evil was come upon them. Therefore they turned their backs before the men of Israel unto the way of the wilderness. But the battle overtook them. And them which came out of the cities, they destroyed in the midst of them.
Go ahead, brother.
Thus they enclosed the Benjamites round about, and chased them and trode them down with ease over against Gibeah towards the sunrise. And there fell of Benjamin 18,000 men. All these were men of valor.
25,000. Now 18,000 more than fell. Continue to read.
And they turned and fled toward the wilderness of the rock of Rimmon. And they gleaned of them in those highways 5,000 men, and pursued hard after them unto Gideon. And slew 2,000 of them.
See, 2,000 more than fell. They go 20,000 plus 25,000. That's over 50. That's over 45,000 men, ain't it? Go ahead and read.
So all that which fell that day of Benjamin were 25,000 men that drew the sword. All these were men of valor. But 600 men turned and fled to the wilderness unto the rock Rimmon, and the bow in the rock Rimmon for 4 months. And the men of Israel turned again upon the children of Benjamin, and smote them with the edge of the sword, as well as the men of the city, as the beasts, and all that came to hand. Also they set fire all the cities that they came.
So see, that's what I'm saying. They stood up for wickedness. Now the cities have been burned, men have been killed. So we ain't gonna read it all. You continue to read that chapter 21. There wasn't no men almost in Benjamin left. And the women had been killed. So they didn't have no wives left to repopulate the tribe. So all because you stood up for wickedness, because you struck hands, you was in bed in collusion and complicit, aiding in the bed and in the wickedness. See, these are the things that people, you read these scriptures and people miss, because they just looking at the acts of what's going on. But the judgment of the Most High came down on these boys. Why? Because they did not do righteous judgment. Sometimes, I keep saying this, I say this all the time, sometimes the judgment of the Most High ain't nice and pretty. Most times the judgment of the Most High ain't nice and pretty. Somebody's head gonna have to roll. Let's go to the next place. Look at another example before we move on. Go to 1 Kings. Go to 1 Kings, y'all. We're going to 1 Kings. I'm going past 1 Kings.
Micah.
We're going to Micah first.
Micah 2.
I'm sorry, I just skipped all the way down. My bad, bro. We're going to Micah. Micah, I want to get to the other example there, but we're going to get to it. We're going to Micah the 2. We're gonna go down. We're gonna stick to the script. Okay. Let's go to Micah. Micah the 2. And we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna pick it up at verse 1, my brother. All right. And we're gonna read verses 1. Let me get there. 1 through 10. Micah the 2, verse 1. When you get it, go ahead and read.
Woe to them that devise iniquity.
Yes, sir.
And work evil upon their beds.
And see, you got people that all night they saying they laying up plotting on you. They laying up plotting on you, see what they can do to you. But then guess what? They're gonna have some cohorts in this thing too. But go ahead and read it.
When the morning is light, they practice it.
So they done thought about this all night long. Now the morning they came, now they finna practice what they've been thinking about devising in their bed. Go ahead and read.
Because it is in the power of their hand.
And most of the time, these people in authority, they have the power and the ability to do that which they have devised against you. Go ahead and read.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
Yes, sir.
and houses, and take them away.
Go ahead.
So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Go ahead and read, bro.
Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, against this family I devise and
he said, and against this family, meaning against this clique, this group of evildoers, do I do evil. See, when you do evil, guess what you got coming? Same thing. That's what you measure out, gonna be meted back to you. Go ahead and read.
For which ye shall not remove your necks, shall ye go haughtily.
Hey, you ain't gonna get your neck off this yoke, but go ahead.
For this time is evil.
For this time is evil.
In that day shall one take up a parable against you and lament with a doleful lamentation. Say, we be utterly spoiled. He have changed the portion of my people.
Yes, sir.
How have he removed it from me? Turning away, he have divided our field.
He have divided our field. Go ahead and read.
Therefore, thou shalt have none that shall cast the cord by lot in the congregation of the Lord.
See, he gonna remove your candlestick. You ain't gonna have no place among the righteous of God. You ain't gonna have no place amongst the saints. He gonna remove your candlestick. You ain't gonna have no cord in the heritage of the Most High. Go ahead and read. You had verse 6. Yep.
Prophesy ye not, say they to them that prophesy, they shall not prophesy to them.
Why?
That they shall not take shame.
And he said, hey, since y'all don't want to listen to what they telling y'all, he said, so I ain't gonna let them prophesy to you, so you gonna be able to take this shame. Go ahead and read, brother.
O thou that art named to the house of the cold. Is the spirit of the Lord straight?
Is the spirit of the Lord straighten you elders, you leaders, you camp bangers? Is the spirit of the Most High straight? Go ahead and read.
Are these his doing?
Are these his doing? Go ahead.
Do not my words do good to him that walketh upright?
Yes, sir.
Even of late, my people is risen up as an enemy.
And say, I'm gonna say this. Even as of late, even unto this very hour, his people have risen up as an enemy to the Most High. Wickedness going on all over Israel, amongst those that know they Israel. Even as of late, wickedness is going on, so much so that we become an enemy to our God. Amen. These scriptures hidden like steel and ain't nobody paying attention. Y'all better wake up. Go ahead and read.
Ye pull off the robe, the garment from them that pass by securely as men averse from war.
Go ahead, brother.
The women of my people have ye cast out from their pleasant house.
The women of his people have you cast out from their pleasant house. That brother over there, Hamite brother over there, you got a recompense coming. And all you leaders of the IUIC that knew what was going on, partner, the Most High gonna get you. He gonna get you. You misusing and abusing the daughters of Zion, you gonna have a recompense on your head. Go ahead and read.
Arise ye and depart.
Yes, sir.
For this is not your rest.
This is not your rest.
Because it is polluted. It shall destroy you. Even with the sword destruction.
Even with the sword destruction shall it come against you. So, hey, you reading these scriptures, you better get some understanding. And I admonish all my brothers and sisters that's in these camps, that's in these assemblies, keep your eyes open. Stay prayed up. So these things don't befall you as such they befallen some of our other brothers and sisters that's been hoodwinked and bamboozled by these smooth talking jakes out here. Right. Because they can make it sound oh so good. They can make you believe that they doing everything that the Most High called them to do, brother. Right. They can make it sound like, hey, that he got to be a man of the Most High. That sound right. You better go check behind them in these scriptures. You better test the spirit by the spirit. These words of the Most High God, what you better do. Where we at, brother?
We at Proverbs chapter 4.
Proverbs the 4. Proverbs the 4. And we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna pick it up at verse 13, my brother. Proverbs the 4 and verse 13. And we're gonna read verses 13 through 19, my young brother. When you get it, go ahead and read.
Take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life.
Hey, take hold of instruction, because instruction is gonna give you life. Go ahead and read.
Enter not into the path of the wicked.
Enter not, meaning don't go down the path with the ones that roll with the wicked. Go ahead and read.
And go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it.
Avoid it.
Pass not by it.
Don't even stay far from it, like we read. Go ahead and read.
Turn from it.
Turn from it.
And pass away.
And pass away.
For they sleep not. Except they have done mischief. And their sleep is taken away.
Yes, sir.
Unless they cause some to fall.
Hey, they can't sleep. They can't rest good. I know a Jake like that. Can't sleep, can't rest good unless he know he gonna cause somebody to fall or cause some kind of harm or hurt or sadden that person some kind of way. We know people like this. Can't rest until they do some evil. Can't sleep till they do some evil. Stay away from them. I done told you before. When you see that spirit of murder on somebody, you better run. Run. Because the next time when they set their sights on you and you ain't aware, you're going to fall into that snare. Go ahead and read, brother.
For they eat the bread of wickedness.
They eat the bread of wickedness.
And drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as a shining light.
Yes, sir.
Shining more and more unto the perfect day.
Go ahead, brother.
The way of the wicked is as dark.
The way of the wicked is darkness.
They know not at what they stumble.
And they don't even know that they finna fall in the ditch. They don't even know they finna fall and bust their head open to the white meat. Because they stumbling around, they walking in darkness. Now you walking with somebody in darkness, you can't see what's going to happen to both of y'all. Same thing. The blind leading the blind, they both going to fall in the ditch, brother. Let's go to the next place. Let's go to Ephesians 5. Go back to the new book. Ephesians 5. Ephesians 5. And we're going to pick it up. We're going to pick it up at verse 1. We're going to read verses 1 through 16 because we've been reading over. Don't be partakers of with evil do. Paul finna tell you a little something about that. Go ahead and read, brother. Pick up at the 1.
Be ye followers of God.
Be followers of the Most High as dear children. Go ahead.
And walk in love.
Yes, sir.
As Christ also have loved us.
See, if you walking in love, you can't stumble in darkness. Go ahead and read.
And have given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to God for a sweet smelling savor. But fornication. And all unclean.
And
covetousness. Let it not be once a name among you as become of saints.
Can y'all say that they ain't going on in your camp or your assembly? Right. So if it's going on in your camp or your assembly, you need to be checking or getting the hell out of there. Go ahead and read.
Right. If you ain't checking it, what you
you sitting on your hand. Yeah. If you see it going on and you ain't checking it, that means you sitting on your hand. You in collusion. That's why we read them definitions at the beginning of the lesson. Collusion, complicit, aiding and abetting. You helping the wickedness go on. If you, he said, be not partakers with them. Go ahead and read.
Neither filthiness, neither foolish talk.
Go ahead.
Nor jest, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks.
That's right. Go ahead, brother.
For this ye know that no whoremonger, no unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater have any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God.
Hey, so all you jokers know, you're teaching your elders sleeping with multiple women, you whoremonger. Right. You get, that's written right there, right? We didn't say that. Keep on. Go ahead, brother.
Let no man deceive you with vain words.
Let no man deceive. If you speak against leadership, you need to die. Right. Let no man deceive you with vain words. When you humble down and don't say nothing. Well, I'm the head teacher. So if you wrong, you wrong. Right. Let no man deceive you with vain words. Continue to read.
Let no man deceive you with vain words. For because of these things,
yes, sir,
cometh the wrath of Yah upon the children of disobedience.
You will partake of the punishment. If you there when the punishment come down, hey, if you stand in the middle of the street when the semi come down the street, you gonna get hit. Go ahead and read.
Be ye not therefore partakers with them.
That's right.
For you were sojourners,
sometimes
dark. But now are ye light in the Lord.
Go ahead.
Walk as children of light.
Walk as children of light. Go ahead.
For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth.
And what?
And truth.
And truth. So, hey, if you got the fruits of the Spirit, when you see something wrong, you need to be saying something. Go ahead.
Proving what is acceptable unto the Lord.
Yes, sir.
And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. But rather reprove them.
To do what?
But rather reprove.
But rather reprove the unfruitful works of darkness. When you see your brother and your sister going off, regardless of who they are, it say reprove them, but have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. So after you done went to them and told, and you went and took your witness back and they still reject, guess what? You better get away from around. Go ahead and read.
For it is a shame to even speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
Murderers, go ahead.
But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light.
Yes, sir.
For whatsoever does make manifest is light.
So, hey, when you throw that light on them, boy, them jokers, hey, them roaches get to running when the lights come on. Hey, anything that's made manifest is by the light, brother. Go ahead and read.
Wherefore he saith, awake thou, sleepest, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead.
Yes, sir.
And Yahweh Shah HaMashiach should give thee light.
Go ahead.
I see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools.
See then that you walk circumspectly, uprightly, watching your every thought, walk, how you move, the vibration you with, that spirit that's on you. See then that you walk circumspectly. Go ahead.
Not as fools.
Not as a fool.
But as wise.
But as wise.
Redeeming the time. Because the days are evil.
Time short. And you don't know when the Most High gonna pull your car. You don't know when your clock gonna get pumped. You gonna die and wake up with that sin on your jacket. That collusion on your jacket. That complicity on your jacket. You gonna wake up with that? You gonna lay down and wake up with that? You better say something. Where we at, brother?
Psalms 36.
Psalms 36. See, I'm gonna tell you something, man. A lot of people, they got these people in these positions of authority, bro, and they think all these folks in their position of authority, they can't be corrected. Right. Well, he my pastor, he my teacher, he my moray, he an elder. I don't care. I don't care. You better say something.
One brother straight up tell you don't put no scripture on.
Yeah. Him. Oh man, what a piece. They're gonna tell you, man, I didn't talk to the head teacher. Don't try to put no scripture on me. Nigga, who is you? If you can't nobody put no scripture on you.
Oh,
who do you think you are that nobody can show you where you going off in the script? Man, do you walk on water?
It's the spirit that's out here, y'all.
It's the spirit that's out here, bro.
Like for real.
You can't put no scripture on me. What? You know it's you. Your breath stinking, you got boogers hanging out your nose just like everybody else.
Right.
You don't walk on water. You don't turn water to wine.
And everything you touch don't turn to gold.
That's it. Your breath smell like the back end of a mule if you don't brush your teeth just like everybody else.
Right.
So who is you? You can't put no. Boy, when I first heard that, man, I almost went through the roof.
Sick.
Should have been slapped with the Bible. Since I can't speak no words to you, I'm going to put this word on you.
It probably would have went left.
Man. Woo.
Man.
That still get up under my skin when I hear that. I didn't talk to the head teacher. You can't put no scriptures on me. Woo! A man that being often reproved and hard his neck. What? He shall be destroyed suddenly.
With
And that without remedy.
Without remedy.
You ain't gonna be able to fix it. You ain't gonna be able to make it right. Where we at, bro?
We're in Psalms 36.
Psalm 36. Let me get there. I'm running my mouth. I ain't got that. We're gonna read verses 1 through 6. Hey, your actions gotta be proved. Your actions either prove your fear or lack thereof to the Most High or of the Most High. Your actions do. Because we're finna read something about your mind. Go ahead and read, brother. What do it say?
The transgression of the wicked said within my heart.
Within his mind, he's saying it's the transgression. Go ahead.
That there is no fear of God before his eyes. That's a sin.
He didn't say this in his mind. Man, who is God? I ain't scared of him. I do what I want to do. But guess what? You really ain't saying it with your mouth. But guess what? Your actions is showing that you have no fear. When you make statements like, can't nobody put no book on you. When you say stuff like that, you not saying and living with your mouth, but you saying, I don't fear the Most High. When you letting wickedness and stuff go on in the congregation and amongst your brother, and you don't say nothing, you saying with your action, I ain't scared of God. I'm scared of that man because I don't want to reprove him. I'm scared of that sister because I don't want to reprove her. That's what you saying. You got to understand how your mind is turning and what's really going on in the spirit of your mind when you do things like that. But go ahead and read, brother.
Here go to kick of verse 2.
Go ahead.
For he flattereth himself in his own eyes.
Yes, sir.
Until his iniquity be found to be hateful.
And them jokers strutting around like a peacock.
Yeah, they convinced themselves in their mind. They flattered themselves.
This joker, man, these jokers strutting. I ain't gonna call it real name. Everybody know Free Case Ray.
Yeah.
Strutting around like he's somebody. The Jake down here in Memphis. Strutting around like he's somebody. Like can't nobody put no book on you. You better sit down somewhere.
For real. Bro,
you ain't all that. Let me tell you, okay? Let's set the record straight, partner. You ain't all that.
Like to be real, we didn't swung swords before and dog. Nah, bro, you need to stand down for real.
Can't put no book. Man, go on. I'm still on that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Continue to read.
That ain't even me being proud or cocky or nothing.
No, they ain't go.
We done swung swords with him before, like, and he walk around like he the big muckety muck.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Verse 3, man. Back to these scripts, man.
The word of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. And he have left off to be wise and to do good.
Also, he left off to be wise and do good. So he ain't thinking about doing good. He trying to do his thing. They trying to do their thing. But guess what? You got a bunch of you lapdogs running behind.
Right.
A bunch of you peacocks, smaller peacocks, spreading your tail feathers behind. But guess we're going to read what's going to happen. Go ahead and read.
And see, that's deliberate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's deliberate, man.
That's a conscious decision. Like you clearly see right there. And you walk away from it. It said he left off.
He left off.
So he clearly sees what is right.
That's
what's
it.
Supposed to be done.
That's it, brother.
But he's just choosing not to do. It says he have left off to be wise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He devises mischief upon his bed.
Them jokers, hey, and we know them jokers can't sleep. We know they can't sleep. We know that, hey, he made you devising the iniquity and deceit on your bed, bro. Go ahead and read.
He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil.
Go ahead, brother.
Thy mercy, O Lord, is in the heavens, and thy faithfulness reacheth up into the clouds.
Go ahead.
Thy righteousness is like the great mountain.
Yes, sir.
Thy judgments are a great deep.
Thy judgments are a great deep.
And Lord, thou preservest man and beast.
And he preserved man and beast. So how you strutting around like you somebody? You can't keep your breath from stinking, your tail, your body from stinking. You can't keep yourself from getting old. This who you need to be understanding and fearing. This the path you need to be on. Humble yourself, my brother. Humble yourself, my sister. Let's go to the next place. Let's go to Numbers. Huh? Let's go to Numbers. The 16. All right. Numbers the 16. And we're going to pick it up at verse 1. We're going to read verses 1 through 16. You hear me? Then we're going to skip down. Numbers the 16. Then we're going to skip down to verse 19 and read that through that 35. Numbers the 16, verse 1, brother. Oh, okay. You posted the script. You post, go ahead and post it, man. Because this is very long. Yeah, this one kind of long. This is a very familiar passage of script. But hey, we're going to even read right here about Dathan and Korah. Man, you can get your family killed for your wickedness. Because especially when they standing with you, you know, hey, bro, I got this TV over here for sale. You know what I'm saying? Man, where you get it from? Oh, man, don't worry about that. And you go out and buy that hot TV. Yeah. Huh? Then your buddy come over here. Man, where you get that TV from? Oh, man, I bought off dude off the street. Man, that's my TV. Man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I bought off dude. Man, you gonna give me my TV? Now you got drama jumping off in your house.
Yeah.
Huh?
Or you buy the TV, get the TV out hooked up, cut the news on it. You see it right there on the news, man, going around selling stolen TV.
Right.
And you sitting there watching it on the stolen TV.
Hey, man. And so then at that point, you got a choice to make.
Yep.
You gonna get rid of the TV? Huh? But guess what? He said don't strengthen the hand of the evildoer. So you done paid this man this money for the TV. Now you gonna go back and try to get your money from him? And then now you got a confrontation. You hear me?
He done probably went and did some more with the money.
You done strengthen the hand of the evildoer.
Right.
So now you got to pay. Then when something drop off in your house, you went, oh, why this happened to me? You know? Hey, you get your whole family head clipped, man. We finna read it. Go ahead and read it at verse 1, bro.
Numbers chapter 16, verse 1. Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abiram, the son of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took men.
They took men, so they didn't gather men to themselves.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel.
Go ahead, man.
250 princes of the assembly. Famous in the congregation. Men of renown.
So everybody know these brothers, they done went and snatched. Hey, man, let's pick up, man. Let's pick up, man. We finna take over this thing.
So they figure if they go get some brothers that's known.
Yeah, some rulers.
That this gonna do something.
Yeah.
Somebody that the Most High is using.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Like,
hey, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all think because y'all rolling with somebody that ain't nothing that y'all gonna do what y'all are setting y'all mind to do. It don't work like that, man.
These was 250 princes. They thought someone was finna go down because you got 250 princes.
Man, everybody know T, man. They go get T. Because everybody like him. Everybody know him. Man, let's go get TJ. Man. He got money. Everybody know TJ got money. Man, let's go over and get this brother. Everybody know he know the script. But guess what? You ain't know enough script not to go against the true man of God.
Exactly.
You think they say that lie is strict in numbers. Y'all finna get y'all head whacked. Go ahead and read.
It says, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron and said unto them, you take too much upon you.
Hate.
Seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them.
Oh, really?
Wherefore then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord.
And they didn't lift themselves up. The Lord placed them there. Huh? So these jokers like, man, we all Israel, so we all holy. Not so. They are not all Israel that are of Israel. Go ahead and read.
And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face.
Because Moses know what's going to come down. Go ahead.
And he spake unto Korah and unto all his company, saying, even tomorrow the Lord will show who are his.
Yea.
And who is holy.
Go ahead.
Will cause him to come near unto him. Even him whom he have chosen will he cause to come near unto him.
So the Lord gonna make this decision. Go ahead and read.
This do. Take ye censers, Korah and all his company, and put fire therein, and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord doth choose, he shall be holy. Ye take too much upon you, ye sons of Levi.
So these are the priests that's doing this. So they hating on Moses and Aaron. And hey, they say, hey, man, we can do what y'all doing because the Lord with us too. Go ahead and read.
Verse 8, and Moses said unto Korah, hear I pray you, ye sons of Levi. Seemeth it but a small thing unto you that the God of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel.
Did you hear that? Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you all right, go ahead.
To bring you near to himself to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord. And to stand before the congregation to minister unto them.
So, hey, he asked the question, man. Y'all already had a position as a Kohite, didn't you? So now, but you won't, that ain't good enough for you. So you want something else. You want to do something that you ain't qualified to do, nor been chosen to do. But go ahead and read.
And he have brought thee near to him.
And
all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee. And seek ye the priesthood also.
Go ahead, bro.
For which cause both thou and all thy company are gathered together against the Lord. And what is Aaron that ye murmur against him?
Yeah, what he done to you?
Moses going off. He like, he got something to say about Aaron? Dang. Moses going.
Hey, he asked some real questions though. Man, y'all already got a service of the Lord to do. The Kohath was in charge of breaking the temple up and down. I mean the tabernacle up and down and carrying the stuff, man. You got your job, bro. But you want to be the head mucking it muck. You want to be the one everybody looking at. Oh, that's him. That code over there. Yeah, they set Moses and them down. Now they rose up. Well, think about it like this here, bro. If you take somebody down and you rise up, what you think somebody's gonna want to do to you? Huh?
Exactly.
If you do that, what you think they're gonna want to do to you? But continue to read.
It says, verse 12,
and
Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, which said, we will not come up.
Oh, now they getting smart, man. We ain't coming up there. Who is you? Go ahead.
It is a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of the land that floweth with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except thou makest thyself altogether a prince over us.
The Most High made him to rule over them. Not he. He didn't make it himself. Yeah. And y'all don't have no problem when he got y'all up out of Egypt, and got y'all necks from up under their yoke. But now you complaining and murmuring and backbiting.
Got you the Sabbath day off.
Yeah.
You read the book of Jasher, Moses got them the Sabbath day off.
Yeah.
He went to Pharaoh like, hey, man, you working them 7 days a week.
Can
you at least get the Shabbat off?
Yeah, sure did.
He granted it to him.
But you can't satisfy Israel.
Okay.
Ain't never satisfied with nothing. You give him $1 million. Man, you could have gave me $1.5 million, man.
He gave me a big.
Yeah, you got it. Shut up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Moreover, thou hast not brought us into a land that floweth with milk and honey, or given us inheritance of the fields and vineyards. Will thou put out the eyes of these men? We will not come up.
See, now they getting real smart, but keep reading, bro.
And Moses was very wroth and said unto the Lord, respect not thou their offering. I have not taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them.
Go ahead, brother.
And Moses said unto Korah, be thou and all thy company before the Lord, thou and they and Aaron tomorrow.
And he said, man, hey, I ain't did nothing to none of y'all. I ain't took nothing from none of y'all. I ain't did nothing. He said, but I tell you what, be out here tomorrow morning. Be out here tomorrow morning. We gonna see tomorrow morning. Where we at? Skip down to verse 19. What do it say?
And Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the glory of the Lord appeared unto all the congregation.
See, now the Lord finna weigh in on this situation. Even because see, now you at the tabernacle, now the Lord finna weigh in on this. Well, go ahead and read.
And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation.
Did you hear that? He said, separate yourself from this congregation of evildoers. He said, stay far from them because I'm going to do something now. Go ahead and read.
That I may consume them in a moment.
Yes, sir.
That means in an instant.
Yes, sir. Before you can wink your eye, they're going to be gone. Go ahead and read.
And they fell upon their faces and said, oh God, the God of spirits of all flesh. Shall one man sin and will that be wrought with all the congregation?
You was in collusion with him. You were talking fat mess with him. You were trying to overthrow Moses in the air with him. What you getting scared for now? You were talking big stuff popping. You understand what I'm saying? You were talking all that fat mess. You holy. That's what you were saying when you told the man of God. But now the Lord finna weigh in. Now you scared. But see, you don't know. Like we read in that song, in your mind, you didn't feel the Lord then. But when he showed up on the scene, now your knees buckling. But your actions and your words show that you really didn't feel the Most High continually. But go ahead and read.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get ye up from the tabernacle.
Yes, sir.
Dathan and Abiram. And Moses rose up and went unto Dathan and to Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him.
Go ahead.
And he spake unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you from the tents of these wicked men.
Yes, sir.
Touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins.
Like I said, he said, don't touch none that they own, lest you gonna be consumed with them. So guess like I keep telling y'all, y'all sitting amongst y'all, these camps and these assemblies, ain't saying nothing, ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You sitting amongst them, ain't saying nothing, ain't doing nothing. You better run.
Yeah.
If you want to Shabbat, I say, like Samuel L. Jackson said, you better run for your you-know-what life.
Yeah, so it was probably some Israelites back there like, man, the Lord finna kill these.
Exactly.
Go in there and get that TV.
Yeah, you better not touch it.
You better not.
You better not touch
it. At that point, it's a cursed thing.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
And he tell you don't touch the cursed thing.
Yeah.
That ain't what he said. Ain't that what happened over there with Joshua and them? Yep. He said, man, don't touch the accursed thing. Yeah. But go ahead and read, brother.
Yeah. So they got up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan and Abiram on every side.
Go ahead.
And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives and their sons and their little children.
He got his wives. They got their wives and their kids with him now. They wives and their kids with him. Go ahead and read.
And Moses said, hereby shall ye know that the Lord have sent me to do all these works. For I have not done them of mine own hand.
That's on mine.
On mine. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord have not sent me.
He said, then the Lord ain't sent me. If they die regular, if they live to be old, then the Lord ain't sent me. But go ahead and read.
If the Lord make a new thing.
If the Lord make a new thing.
And the earth open her mouth.
Yes, sir.
And swallow them up.
Yeah.
With all that appertaineth unto them, and they go down quick into the pit.
Yay.
Then shall ye understand that these men have provoked the Lord.
Hey, if you are in bed with wickedness, you will partake of the punishment of the Most High. Moses said, hey, if they die a regular death, then the Lord ain't with. He said, well, man, y'all finna see something. Keep on reading, young brother.
And it came to pass as he made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them.
Yes, sir.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up.
Yes, sir.
And their houses and all the men that appertained unto Korah and all their goods. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them.
And not only did it open, but it closed up on them. So, hey, everything and everybody that was rolling with them and everything they owned went into the ground. They died in it. And get what? They got to wake up with that wickedness on their jacket. So, I'm going to say it one more again. Y'all going to get tired of me? Don't be quick to strike hand. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. Don't be quick to do that. You better sit back, parlay, and weigh the situation. And try the spirit by the spirit. Because all the glitter ain't gold. All that seem holy ain't holy. Huh? You better weigh the situation. Where we at, bro?
What verse was that?
We at verse
that was verse we at verse 34.
Mm-hmm.
And all And all Israel that were round about them fled.
Now, everybody running now. Go ahead.
For they said, "Lest the earth swallow us up also." Now, why you running in the earth opening up?
Yeah, where you gonna run to? Don't run now.
You can't.
You were standing with them.
Right.
You were flopping your jaw. You were talking all that smack against Moses in there. Now you're running.
Right.
You ain't even honorable in your wickedness. Go ahead and read. You get it 35?
Yeah, that was 35.
That was 35. Skip down, brother.
No, I got to read verse 35.
Read that 35.
And there came out a fire from the Lord and consumed 250 men that offered incense.
So you can run, but get what? You can't outrun the Lord. You can't outrun the Most High. Where you gonna run to? You ain't gonna get nowhere. Skip down, brother. Read that 41. Read 41 through 48. What do it say?
But on the morrow, all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, saying, "Ye have killed the people of the Lord."
They want the people of the Lord in name only. And they want spiritual. They want the people of the Lord. And you standing there and seeing what these just happened to them for talking against Moses and Aaron, and you still gonna stand there and flop your jaw? See, a man is being often reproved and hard in the neck shall be destroyed suddenly, and that without remedy. Ain't no fixing up. So keep running your mouth.
Yeah, see, people at assembly, you know what I'm saying, they'll lash out at the brothers that's
doing right judgment,
calling the wickedness out.
Right.
You know,
come on, bro. Come on with that. Yeah, bring it out.
Y'all brothers, troublemakers.
Rabble round.
Y'all need to be around here.
Yeah.
Brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at what they doing to Moses and them. Now, he just told you, look, he told you what it is beforehand. He said, look, if they die of natural causes, then look, the Lord ain't with me, he with them. You know what I'm saying? But if he do something different and this ground open up,
yeah,
then you know what I'm saying, that's something supernatural that happened. The people should have instantly saw. You would think,
right?
They would be like, oh yeah, the Lord with them.
Yeah.
But hey, that ain't how it gonna go all the time.
That ain't how it go,
you
bro.
know what I'm saying? People gonna rock with these teachers that's scratching their ears.
That's it, bro. And see, my thing is like we always say, who bringing the scriptures out?
Plain and simple.
Who bringing the scriptures?
That's what I'm saying.
When a Negro tell you can't put no scripture on him, then what? You done took away what we supposed to be about as Israelites.
What we talking for then?
We might well, hey man, we might well start swinging on each other. If I can't bring the scriptures out, so let's do it like we did it back in the streets then. Right. If we ain't gonna bring no scriptures out. If every time somebody trying to show you where you going wrong with the scripture and y'all can't sit down and swing swords together, then that's an issue all by itself. And y'all want to, like the young brother said, y'all want to talk bad and down about the ones that's bringing the correction, but the Negroes is kicking off the wickedness in the camp, in the assembly. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about that.
Rub them Negroes back. It's okay. Don't worry about what they talking about.
What is that?
What?
Thou should not rest judgment. We read it in the Exodus. You should not walk in the path of the wicked.
Yeah, but like my brother said, this just religion. You niggas just playing church.
That's all you doing. All this is a black power movement on steroids for some of you niggas.
That's all you doing, man. Y'all don't take this serious.
No.
Y'all don't really believe that if you do this, you getting into the kingdom. You gonna rule as God.
Right.
You gonna rule over cities, over Nate. Y'all don't really believe it. Y'all don't really believe it.
You can't believe it. In your mind, you don't believe because we see your actions. You land with the evil do. You striking hands with the evil do. You sitting on your hands, sitting on the sideline, letting evil do what they do. It ain't nobody saying nothing. How you think that sister got killed over there in England? Where was the vanguards of the nation? Everybody want to holler about they from Judah. Strap up.
Right. Judah didn't sit back and do all this damn yapping and didn't do nothing.
Well, we're going to call the police. And let them. Did Abraham call the police when his nephew got killed? Strap up. Where you at? I'm Israel. You better go read your history.
Man, our forefathers, 2 men, Simeon and Levi, laid the whole city down
for real.
Sister, for their sister.
For their sister. Where you at? Where you at? But y'all let these brothers run through these daughters of Zion and don't say nothing. I know a sister that had left congregation, that left the one in Memphis, because guess what? They'd been ran through by these brothers, these so-called teachers and leaders, and ain't nobody saying nothing. Hey, man, he said, you offend one of these little ones, huh?
Because they doing it too.
Because they doing it too, bro. But he said, if you offend one of these little ones, you might well get a big old stone, tie a rope around it, tie a rope around your neck, and jump your butt in the water. Not my word, the words of Yeshua. It's in red letters. They don't feel protected around us. That's why some of you brothers, wives got so much of a smart mouth. They see the weakness in you. Come on now, I'm gonna keep it 100. They see the weakness in you, bro.
It is like in public. This is,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't, we ain't in these brothers' business. This is where we didn't see this right in front of our face. Like, damn, bro.
You ain't gonna check that.
What's going on?
Y'all better. Y'all got this Israelite thing for a country club.
Yeah, that's all it is to a lot of these brothers, man.
This is a way of life. This ain't no social networking. This ain't no nice place to be on a Saturday. You understand what I'm saying?
That's how they
huh? Even our daddy Abraham, when the Lord showed him the land, what did Abraham say? He said, this ain't it. Because he said he was looking for a better place. See, y'all in this thing, y'all done got comfortable in y'all houses. Y'all done got comfortable with your nice car. Y'all done got comfortable with your good jobs here in Babylon. But everything in here gonna burn, brother. And the only thing that's gonna stand is your works. You ain't gonna be able to run up to him and tell him what greater career you done had. Right. How much money you done made and how many ties you done gave. Right. That ain't gonna cut it.
And just know the person that you portray to everybody, that's not the person he gonna judge.
Nope.
He gonna judge the real you.
Yes, sir.
The one that you was covering up from me.
Yeah, that's secret.
Who he gonna judge.
Yeah.
That's the real you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not the one who stand up behind the roster man Shabbat.
Yeah.
You know?
Put on that flow show.
You know what I'm saying? Not the one who on the street corner out. You know what I'm saying, man? Look.
And you can wear all the fringes you want to.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Go to all the feast days you want to. He said, I ain't dealing with your feast. Because guess what? And I'm going to tell y'all something else. I'm going to say, we're going to get back to these scripts. The feast days coming up. Passover coming up. You better go read that Corinthians, brother. He said, many of you have taken up these things unworthily. He said, because of that, many among you are sick and many among you sleep. You take over that Passover you want to, and you ain't really made it right. Huh? You take over that Passover, you take that Passover you want to, and you got hate and malice in your heart and deceit in your mind toward your brother and sister. Go ahead and do it if you bad. Go ahead and do it. May the Most High reward the righteous and condemn the wicked. That's right. That's on everything. Go ahead and get back, man. We're going to go. We talk too long. You done let me talk too long. So we're going to go to that first king. Y'all know what happened to Cole. Y'all know what happened to them jokers that were flopping their jaw. Go back and read it on y'all. You got the script. Go to first king. The 12, brother. Go to first king, the 12. And we're going to pick it up. We're going to pick it up at verse 25. Because David just got his family killed, didn't he? Rehoboam finna do the same thing. Just reinforcing the point. First Kings 12 and 25. We're going to read 25 through 23. What do it say, my young brother?
First Kings 12.
Yeah. Okay. Verse 25.
Then Jeroboam built Shechem and Mount Ephraim.
Yeah.
And dwelt therein. And went out from thence and built Penuel.
Go ahead, brother.
And Jeroboam said in his heart, now shall the kingdom return to the house of David.
Mm-hmm.
If this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people turn again unto their Lord, even unto Rehoboam, king of Judah, and they shall kill me, even go again to Rehoboam, king of Judah.
So he's so much caught up in himself, he don't want the folks to worship the Lord. You hear this, Jake?
Yeah.
He's so caught up in what he want to do because he got the 10 tribe king, you know. So I don't want them going up there and worship what the Lord told them to worship. So I'm going to make a secondary place for them to worship. So they won't go back and worship the Lord and then they go turn back to Rehoboam. But go ahead and read.
Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold.
Where you tell them to do that in the scripture?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. So this is something out of his own mind. Go ahead.
And said unto them, it is too much for you to go to Jerusalem. Behold thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
Yay!
And he set the one in Bethel, and the other he put in Dan.
Go ahead, brother.
And this thing became a sin, for the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan.
See, now y'all done listen to this Jake, and he done got y'all doing something y'all know y'all ain't supposed to be doing, but it was comfortable for you. It was comfortable for you. So he made 2. You can either go over here, you can go over there. We're going to worship these 2 calves. Y'all ain't even got to go up to Jerusalem. And y'all listen to him. Just like y'all doing today, y'all listening to him. But go ahead and read.
Right. And I want to add.
Go ahead, brother.
People do something and not even, you know what I'm saying, question it because it's coming from somebody in authority. Like, and
he the king,
and then you know in your spirit it'll be off what he telling you,
right?
But you looking at this man's authority, his position, over what he telling you, and
right?
You would do something off because he in authority.
Try the spirit by the spirit. So again, and I'm telling you like this here, y'all better get y'all head in this book,
right?
And stop riding with these jakes, man.
Right.
Every word they say.
The Most High say it's the leaders of my people that cause the people to err.
Jeremiah 23. No, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Isaiah 9. But hey, y'all keep on running behind these Negroes if y'all want. Go ahead on. Go ahead, bro.
And he made a house of high places and made priests of the lowest of the people, which were not of the sons of Levi.
So now he even got jokers that even in the sons of Levi doing sacrifice.
He got his own priesthood.
He's got his own. And guess what? The people rolling with it, they in bed with wickedness. They know the judgments of the Lord. They know the order of the Lord. And they still rolling with it. Well, he in authority.
Yeah.
He the head teacher. He the leader of the camp. Okay, you finish reading something. Keep on going, bro.
And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month and on the 15th day of the month, like unto the feast that is in Judah.
Go ahead.
And he offered upon the altar, so did he in Bethel, sacrificing unto the calves that he had made and placed in Bethel, the priests of the high places which he had made. So he offered upon the altar which he had made in Bethel the 15th day of the 8th month, even in the month which he had devised of his own heart.
Devised of what?
His own heart.
Of his own heart.
And ordained a feast unto the children of Israel, and he offered upon the altar and burnt incense.
So here we got a whole nation of people, the 10 tribes, doing wickedness in Israel because of one man and his lust and his envy and his thirst for power. One man causing 10 tribes to sin before the Most High God. We're going to look at the other jokers too. Let's go to 1 Kings. We're going to read all of it. Go to 1 Kings and 14. Flip right on over to the 14th chapter. Go ahead and read, bro. Pick it up at the 1. We're going to read 1 through 17. What do it say?
At that time, Abijah, the son of Jeroboam, fell sick. And Jeroboam said to his wife, arise, I pray thee, and disguise thyself, that thou should not be known to the wife of Jeroboam.
Look, go ahead.
And get thee to Shiloh. Behold, there is Ahijah the prophet, which told me that I should be king over this people.
Go ahead.
And take with thee 10 loaves and crack nails and a curse of honey, and go to him. He shall tell thee what shall become of the child. And Jeroboam's wife did so, and arose and went to Shiloh and came to the house of Ahijah. But Ahijah could not see, for his eyes were set by reason of his age.
Go ahead, brother.
And the Lord said unto Ahijah, behold, the wife of Jeroboam coming to ask a thing of thee for her son. For he is sick. Thus and thus shalt thou say unto her, for it shall be when she cometh in that she shall feign herself to be another woman.
So he noted the seat. The Most High see the game. But go ahead and read.
And it was so. And when Ahijah heard the sound of her feet, as she came in at the door, that he said, come in, thou wife of Jeroboam. Why feignest thou thyself to be another? For I am sent to thee with heavy tidings.
Hey, well, he sent her with what?
Heavy tidings.
Heavy tidings. So the Most High already gave the judgment down. Now the worst thing you can do to a woman or let a woman see is the death of her child. But guess what? When you ride with wickedness, when you in bed with wickedness, you gonna be taking a punishment too. Go ahead and read.
Go tell Jeroboam, thus said the Lord.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
For as much as I exalted thee from among the people, and made thee prince over my people Israel, and rent the kingdom away from the house of David, and gave it to thee, and yet thou hast not been as my servant David, who has kept my commandments, and who followed me with all his heart.
Go ahead, brother.
To do that only which was right in mine eyes.
Do the only that was right in my eyes. Go ahead and read.
But has done evil above all that were before thee. For thou hast gone and made thee other gods, and molten images to provoke me to anger, has cast me behind thy back.
Saul didn't even do that, did he? So he said, man, you done wickedness above all that was before you. He said, man, you done wickedness above that of Saul. Go ahead and read. Verse 10.
Therefore, behold, I will bring evil upon the house of Jeroboam.
Oh, so now he gonna bring evil upon the whole house. Guess what? There it is again. You better run for you know what life. You better get out of the path of the wicked. You better get away from the wicked. Go ahead and read.
And will cut off Jeroboam and him that pisseth against the wall.
Oh man, the Lord ain't got a real name. Go ahead and read.
And him that is shut up and left in Israel, and will take away the remnant of the house of Jeroboam, as a man taketh away dung, till it be gone.
Did y'all hear what the Lord just said? He said, I'm gonna take away the remnant, the last little bit of your house, just like boo-boo. Look how the Lord talking to this guy. He using the hiding to talk to him real. Go ahead and read.
And him that died of Jeroboam in the city shall the dogs eat.
Woo!
And him that died in the field shall the fowls of the earth eat.
They ain't even gonna get buried, man. Go ahead and read.
For the Lord hath spoken.
For the Lord hath spoken. Go ahead and read.
Arise thou therefore, get thee into thine own house, and when thy feet enter into the city, the child shall die.
Man. Go ahead.
And all Israel shall mourn for him and bury him. For he only of Jeroboam shall come to the grave, because in him there is found some good thing toward the Lord God of Israel and the house of Jeroboam.
Did y'all hear that? He said that child gonna die because only in him. He was just a baby. He said only in him was there some good thing found in the whole house of Jeroboam. Everybody else gonna die a horrible death and gonna be eaten by the beasts of the field and the fowls of the air. Gonna be like dung on the ground. Man, he was the only one in Jeroboam lineage that got buried. Go ahead and read, bro.
Moreover, the Lord shall raise him up a king over Israel, who shall cut off the house of Jeroboam that day. But what, even now? Even now, go ahead and read. For the Lord shall smite Israel as a reed is shaken in the water. And he shall root up Israel out of this good land, which he gave to their fathers, and shall scatter them beyond the river.
Skip down to verse 17. We're going to finish it out. Go ahead, skip down to 17. What do it say?
And Jeroboam's wife arose and departed and came to Tirzah. And when she came to the threshold of the door, the child died.
The child, soon as she walked in her house, David drew his last breath. But let's go further, brother. Let's go further. Go to Proverbs. We ain't gonna read that Hosea. You can put that Hosea up in the chat form, but we ain't gonna read the Hosea. We're gonna go to Proverbs. I want to get to some of these others. You can put that Hosea 7, 1 through 4, 7 through 11, and 13 through 16 in the chat. Y'all can read that on your own. We're gonna skip down to this Proverbs. The one. Is that why I ain't put what I got on your sheet? Hold on, I'm trying to find it real quick. Cause I gotta type it so fast. I think it's Proverbs 1 though. I think it's Proverbs 1. Proverbs 1, and we're gonna go 10 through 19. Yeah, that's it. Proverbs 1, verses 10 through 19. Don't be scared or enticed to be. Don't be scared or enticed to join evildoers. Just cause they rolling, they just set click. You know what I'm saying? Cause they in power, they in authority. Don't be rolling with them. Read that 10, Proverbs 1, 10 through 19. What do it say, my young brother?
My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not.
Consent if they come. Hey man, we're gonna go do this. We're gonna do this. Don't go with them. Go ahead and read.
If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood.
Right.
Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause.
You hear that? So hey, when them brothers come tell you, don't listen, don't go on YouTube or Facebook and listen to them brothers because they reading out their apocrypha. Oh man, we just got kicked off Facebook, y'all. We just got kicked off Facebook.
Oh, yeah. You know, some
we just got kicked off Facebook, but guess what? That's all right. Hey, we just got kicked off Facebook. All praise to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You understand what I'm saying? But we gonna put it's still going up. You ain't stopping nothing.
Go back live.
We go back live. We go back live. These jokers ain't doing nothing, man. We back live. We back live. We back live, y'all. We got kicked off of Facebook. Y'all want to come on back in the room. But anyway, let's go ahead and read these scriptures. But they put them wires and everything. But go ahead. They jiggling wires on it right now. Go ahead and read it.
If they say, come with us, let us wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause.
Right.
Let us swallow them up alive as the grave and whole as those that go down into the pit.
Go ahead.
We shall find all precious substance. We will fill our houses with spoil.
Yeah.
Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purpose.
You hear that? They try to get you to go in with them. Go ahead and read.
My son, walk not thou in the way with them.
Right.
Refrain thy foot from their path.
And refrain thy foot from the path of the evildoer. Don't join in with them. Don't sit idly by Satan and do nothing. Go ahead and read.
For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird.
Go ahead, brother.
And they lay wait for their own blood.
They wait for their own blood.
They lurk privately for their own lives.
Go ahead.
So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh the life of the owners thereof.
And don't get it twisted. Gain ain't just monetary gain. Gain can be position. Get them out of here. You understand what I'm saying? They gonna take our position. Same thing that the Pharisees do that to Jesus. They did get him out of here. They gonna be looking at him and not to us. Continue. Let's go to 3 John. Let's go to 3 John. Go to the back of the book. 3 John. 3 John. We're going to read 9 through 11, my brother. 3 John 9 through 11. 3 John 9 through 11. When you get it, my brother, go ahead and read.
I wrote unto the church at Dial-trephes, who loveth to have the preeminent, among them.
Yea.
Receiveth us not.
Right.
Wherefore, if I come, I will remember his deeds which he doeth, prating against us with malicious words, and not content therewith, neither doth he himself receive the brethren, and forbid of them that would, and casteth them out of the church.
Hey, get them out of here. Hey, man, y'all go over there with them. Y'all can't be over here with us. Ain't we all Israel? Yeah. Why we can't fellowship together? Y'all go over there with them, man. Y'all can't teach over here no more. Same thing this brother was doing. What? Go ahead and read.
Beloved, follow not that which is evil, but that which is good.
That which is good?
He that doeth good is of God. But he that doeth evil have not seen God.
I don't even need to expound on it. Let's go to the next place. Proverbs 22. Go back to Proverbs. Flip back. Proverbs 22. Very familiar passage of scripture. Proverbs 22. And we're going to pick it up at verse 24. We've been saying all night, don't strike hands. Proverbs 22 and 24 through 26. What did it say, my young brother?
Make no friendship with an angry man.
Make no friendship with an angry man.
And with the furious man thou shalt not go.
Why?
Lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. Be not thou one of them that strike hands, or them that are sureties of death.
Hey, don't be in collusion with these jokers. Don't aid in the bed with these jokers. Don't be complicit with these jokers. Next place, we rolling right through. Let's go to Sirach. Go back to Apocrypha. Sirach the 7, brother. And we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna read 16 through 17. Keep your place in Sirach, or we coming right back. Sirach the 7, verse 16 and 17. When you get it, go ahead and read.
Number not thyself among the multitude of sinners. But remember that wrath will not tarry long.
Did you hear that? Don't number yourself among the sinners, because wrath will not tarry long. Go ahead and read.
Humble thy soul greatly. For the vengeance of the ungodly is fire and worm.
Do I need to expound on that? Go ahead, let's go to the next place. Fire and worm. Where we at? Proverbs the 6. Go back to Proverbs the 6. We winding up. Proverbs the 6. And we're going to read 1 through 5. What do it say, my young brother?
My son, if thou be a surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with the stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth.
Meaning, hey, you didn't put yourself in a position that you ain't going to be able to get out of. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you, brother. Hey, don't worry about it. I'm with you, brother. You done got yourself in a position. Go ahead and read.
Thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, deliver thyself. Thou art coming to the hand of thy friend. Go, humble thyself and make sure thy friend.
Go ahead, brother.
Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thy eyelids.
Right.
Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler.
Yes, sir. You better go straighten that out. You better go straighten that out. Where we at, TJ? We going back to Sirach the 11. Sirach the 11. Go back to the Apocrypha. Sirach the 11. We're going to read verses 7 through 10, because you got to think before you involve yourself in situations, bro. You just can't be out here willy-nilly with your mouth and striking hands with folks. You gotta think before you act, or think before you agree. Go ahead and read.
Blame not thou therefore before thou hast examined the truth.
Yes, sir.
Understand first, then rebuke.
Understand first, then rebuke. Go ahead.
Answer not before thou hast heard the call.
Yay.
Neither interrupt me in the midst of their talk.
Go ahead.
Strive not in the matter that concerneth thee not. And sit not in judgment with sinners.
And sit not in judgment with sinners. Don't sit in judgment with the unrighteous. Go ahead, brother.
My son, meddle not with many matters.
Yay.
For if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent.
And hey, when you always in somebody's business, being a busybody, then guess what? You in the middle of it. You done had nothing to do, but you out here whispering and backbiting. Tail bearing. Go ahead, brother.
And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain. Neither shalt thou escape by fleeing.
Guess what? And you ain't gonna get away from punishment coming. You gonna run. Hey, then they try to run, and the Lord burn them up. You ain't gonna escape by fleeing. Wants you to put yourself in it. Go ahead and read. That was it on that. Let's go to the next place. Let's go to 1 Peter. Let's go to 1 Peter 4. Because, hey, you ought to suffer for Christ, not for me. You won't suffer for righteousness' sake, not because you want to be part of a clique, not because you want to be part of one of the biggest Israelite camps in the world. You suffer for the Lord, brother. Sister, 1 Peter 4. And we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna pick it up at verse 14. We'll read 14 through 19. What does it say, my young brother?
If ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, for the spirit of glory and of God rested upon you.
Yes, sir.
On their part, he is evil spoken of. But on your part, he is glorified.
All praises.
But let none of you suffer as a murderer,
as a backbiter, a talebearer,
or as a thief,
stealing the word from your brothers and sisters,
or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's mouths.
We just read that in the Sirach, didn't we? Go ahead and read.
Yeah, if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify God on this behalf.
Go ahead, brother.
For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God.
Yes, sir.
And if it first begin at us,
yes, sir,
what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel?
Hey, judgment gonna begin with the ones that call themselves Israel, the ones that's keeping the Sabbath day, keeping the feast day. That's where the judgment gonna start at. Mr. Fringe wearer, the judgment gonna start with us first. How you gonna escape the dread that's coming? Continue. Sirach, the 21. Yeah, finish at 19. I'm sorry. 18. I'm sorry.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing, as unto a
faithful creator. That's right. Now we're going to Sirach, the 21. We're going to read 9 through 14, my young brother. When you get it, go ahead.
The congregation of the wicked is like a toe wrapped together. And the end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them.
There it is again, ain't it? The congregation of the wicked. If you in that wicked congregation, you better check yourself. Go ahead and read.
The way of sinners is made plain with stone. But at the end thereof is a pit of hell.
Yes, sir.
He that keepeth the law of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof. And the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom.
Go ahead, brother.
He that is not wise will not be taught. But there is a wisdom which multiplies bitter.
And that's the one who will not listen or take heed to wisdom or rebuke. Go ahead.
The knowledge of a wise man shall abound like a flood.
Yeah, he's gonna come drown in his own sin. Go ahead.
And his counsel is like a pure fountain of life. The inner parts of a fool are like a broken vessel.
Yes, sir.
And he will hold no knowledge as long as that he lives.
There it is. There it is again. Let's go to the next place. Let's go to Sirach the 22. Skip right on down. Go to Sirach the 22. You better watch who you hang around and watch who you listen to. Sirach the 22, brother. We're going to pick it up. We're going to read 13 through 15. What do it say?
Talk not much with the fool.
Yeah.
And go not to him that have no understanding. Beware of him, lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his foolery.
That's right, brother.
Depart from him, and thou shalt find rest, and never be disquieted with madness.
Yes, sir.
What is heavier than lead?
What is heavier than lead?
And what is the name thereof but a fool?
Yeah, check this out. 15.
Sand and salt in a mass of iron is easier to bear than a man without understanding.
And see, a man without understanding, hey man, you better be better picking up a sack of sand with some lead and iron in it than trying to deal with this idiot who ain't listening to the words and the judgments of the Most High. Easier to deal with that than deal with him. Where we at, TJ?
We are at Sirach 16.
Flip back, Sirach 16. Beautiful wisdom scriptures. Sirach the 16. We're going to read verses 1 through 13 because we shouldn't desire to be around the ungodly. Shouldn't even desire to be around evildoers and being in bed with wickedness. Go ahead and read.
Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children. Neither delight in ungodly sons.
Yes, sir.
Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them.
That's right, brother.
Trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude.
And just because they're the biggest, one of the biggest Israelite camps, and they got all this going on, don't have no respect to that. You have respect to see if they busting these scripts, if they reading these scriptures, if they living by these scriptures. That's what you have respect to. But go ahead and read.
For one that is just is better than 1,000.
Yes, sir.
And better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly.
Did you hear that? One that is just is better than 1,000. That's saying a whole lot. Just because you rolling with the biggest Israelite camp or one of the biggest Israelite camp don't mean you in righteousness. Go ahead and read.
For by one that have understanding shall the city be replenished.
Yes, sir.
But the kindred of the wicked shall speedily become desolate. Many such things have I seen with mine eyes, and my ear have heard greater things than these.
Yes, sir.
In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled.
Yes, sir.
And in a rebellious nation, wrath to set on fire.
And we keep hearing about these fine worms. Go ahead and read.
He was not pacified toward the old giant who fell in the strength of their foolishness.
And why? Go ahead.
Neither spared he the place where Lot sojourned, but abhorred them for their pride.
Yes, sir.
He pitied not the people of perdition who were taken away in their sins.
Go ahead.
Nor the 600,000 footmen who were gathered together in the hardness of their heart. For if there be one stiff-necked among the people,
what?
It is a marvel if he escape.
Did you hear that? He said, so all these grandiose people, these giants and all these multitudes, he wasn't respecting that. And he said there be one that is stiff-necked. He lucky if he get unpunished. So guess what? The congregation, the multitude, gonna be punished. You can be one, and you barely might not get punished. But go ahead and read.
It says this. Yeah, as his mercy, as his
You're right. Pick it back at the top of the 11.
11. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. It says, and if there be one stiff neck among the people, it is a marvel if he escape unpunished.
Right.
For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure.
Go ahead, brother.
And his mercy is great. I mean, as his mercy is great, so is his correction also.
Yes, sir.
He judges the man according to his work.
According to his work. What does verse 13 say?
The sinner shall not escape with his spoil. For the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated.
So the patience of the godly ain't gonna be frustrated. Let's go to the next place. Let's go to Psalm 50. And we're gonna read these next two, TJ. And then we're gonna end it there, brother. We're gonna post the other scriptures in the chat, okay?
All right.
We're going to read these next two scriptures. We're going to go to Psalm 50. Psalm 50. And we're going to pick it up. We're going to pick it up at verse 14, my brother. Psalm 50, we're going to read verses 14 through 23. Because judgment will eventually come. Go ahead and read.
Offer unto God thanksgiving and pay thy vows unto the Most High. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee.
Yes, sir.
And thou shalt glorify me.
But what?
But unto the wicked, God said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth.
And when you wicked, you can holler Christ, 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 Hamashiach, Hamashiach, all you want to. He said, what you got to do with me? Go ahead and read.
Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my word behind thee.
Go ahead, brother.
When thou saw a thief, then thou consentest with him.
Oh, when you saw a thief, you didn't say nothing. You didn't do nothing. You consented with that thief. Go ahead and read.
And has been partakers with adultery.
Yea.
Thou givest thy mouth to evil.
Yea.
And thy tongue frameth deceit.
Yeah.
Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
And you standing over there with them. They doing all that backbiting and that's slandering of your brother, and they ain't saying nothing. Go ahead and read.
These things that has done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove.
But I will reprove thee,
and set them in order before thine eyes.
And set them in order before your face. Go ahead.
Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces.
Yeah.
And there be none to deliver.
I told you, your action, you didn't show you to forget God, and you don't fear God. But go ahead and read.
Whoso offered praise glorified me. And to him that ordered his conversation aright will I show the salvation of God. Whoever
ordered his lifestyle aright will he show his salvation. Let's go to the last place. Ecclesiastes 8:8. Ecclesiastes 8:8, brother. We're going to make this the last place. Young Lion going to post the last 2 scriptures up in the chat when we get through. Ecclesiastes 8, and we're going to pick it up at verse 8. Yeah. Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 8. We're going to read 8 through 12. What does it say, my young brother?
There is no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit.
That's right. You don't have power to retain your breath. Go ahead.
Neither have he power in the day of death. There is no discharge in that war.
No discharge in that war.
Neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it.
Yes, sir.
All this I have I seen and applied my heart unto every work that
Go
is
ahead,
done
brother.
under the sun. There is a time wherein one man ruleth over another to his own hurt.
To his own hurt. Go ahead.
And so I saw the wicked buried, who had come and gone from the place of the holy. And they were forgotten in the city where they had done that, where they had so done. This is also vanity.
This is also vanity. Go ahead.
Because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily.
Because it's not executed speedily.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
What verse 12 say?
Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him.
There it is. That's the lesson. If you in bed with wicked, you will partake of the Most High's punishment. Once again, to the family of our dear beloved sister, Joy Morgan, we pray that the Most High's peace and blessing rest upon you and your family. We praying that the leadership wake up. We praying that the leadership repent. We praying not only just on that one camp, we talking about throughout the nation of Israel, that these leaders get it right, make it right, keep it right by doing that which is right in the sight of the Most High God. All praise, honor, and great glory is unto our power, the power of Abraham, the power of Ishak, and the power of Jacob. This your boy T Boogie. I got the young lion once again standing 10 toes down, feet on the ground. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, we salute you. We love you. Happy Sabbath. We'll see y'all on the other side. All right, family.